Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Christmas. This video is a remake of the old Christmas video I made when I first started on YouTube over 2 years ago. I wanted to remake this video to update the information and improve the quality of the video. But before we begin, I just wanted to once again remind my Patrons that I just dropped a new Patreon exclusive about what the elite don't want us to know. This video is an important one to watch, as I spoke about many unknown truths about our food, self-care products, and much more. So if you're one of my Patreon members, don't forget to watch that video after this one. It's an important one. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. Many people all over the US and around the world celebrate Christmas every year. They look at Christmas as the jolliest time of the year. People embody the Christmas spirit by putting up a Christmas tree in their home, decorating their home in sparkly Christmas lights and shiny ornaments, but most importantly, giving gifts to one another, which to many is the best part of Christmas. Every year, millions if not billions of people participate in this holiday without ever asking why. Why are they doing all of this? And what is the purpose of celebrating Christmas? Is it just something we do because we want to? Well, if you're a Christian, you most likely were told we celebrate Christmas to celebrate Jesus Christ's birthday. So if Christmas is about Jesus' birthday, what does it have to do with Christmas trees, gifts, and Santa Claus? Our Christmas traditions show no signs of honoring Jesus Christ's birthday. Why is that the case? If it's Jesus' birthday, why is Santa Claus getting all the praise? Why do we put up these massive Christmas trees in our home as if these trees are honoring Jesus? So if none of these things we do honor Christ's birthday, then why do we do them every year? It's because Christmas truly has nothing to do with Jesus Christ at all. Now I know what you're thinking. Truth, what are you talking about? My whole life my parents told me Jesus' birthday was on Christmas. While your parents and your grandparents or even the church might have told you this, it simply isn't true. According to scripture, Jesus was most likely born sometime in September, not anywhere near December. No one can 100% say when Jesus was actually born, but most Bible scholars all agree it wasn't in December. Nowhere in the Bible does it say Jesus was born on December 25th, Christmas Day. So why do we actually celebrate Christmas if it's not about Jesus' birthday? And more importantly, why did they lie to us? Well, like we often see on this channel, the truth is always far more sinister. What most people don't know and sadly never find out, that Christmas spirit they get filled up with during the holidays doesn't come from God, but from the pagan deity Saturn, a fallen god the Romans worship on Saturnalia. The reason we have been lied to our entire lives is to deceive us in order to manipulate us into participating in these pagan festivals without our knowledge. Just like they did with Halloween, those who run this world still praise these fallen gods and have created a way to deceive the masses in order to convince them to participate in these pagan traditions. While so many people celebrate Christmas, they don't know it's truly a pagan festival. Saturnalia, just like Christmas, was the most important and anticipated festival of the year for the Romans. The Saturnalian festival started on December 17th and lasted until December 25th with nothing but chaos. Just like we do in our modern times, the Romans would shut down schools and businesses, everything would be closed, and everyone would get together to party. Families decorated their homes with wreaths and fir tree branches. They filled up their stockings with gifts wrapped in paper. The festival started in the temple of Saturn and spilled over into the streets. Since the courts would be completely closed during these days, there was no rules, so people could do anything they wanted. The Romans spent these days giving each other gifts and feasting. It wasn't all fun either, as they would also offer sacrifices to the god Saturn. Every year during Saturnalia, they performed a ritual offering. They would randomly pick a man they would make the enemy of Rome. He would represent the Lord of misrule. The Romans would grant this unlucky person the power to make anyone do what he wanted. While this might sound fun for some people, it came at an unpayable price for many, as the man who was chosen to be the Lord of misrule would end up being sacrificed on December 25th, what we now call Christmas Day. This sacrifice was supposed to get rid of all troubles for Rome and bring forth a good new year. The entire festival was in honor of the god Saturn, not Jesus Christ. The Romans didn't even believe in Jesus. Most of the Christmas traditions people celebrate today come directly from this pagan festival. So how did Saturnalia end up becoming Christmas, and how did it end up associated with Jesus Christ? Just like we saw with Halloween and All Saints Day, Saturnalia was changed to Christmas when the Romans proclaimed they now believed in Jesus. The very same Romans who put Jesus on the cross now claim they believed in him. It all goes back to the Roman Emperor Constantine, who out of nowhere proclaimed he had a vision with Jesus Christ and claimed that he promised Constantine he would win the war he was in the middle of. After this, Constantine declared himself a Christian and then helped convert Rome to Christianity, which led to the creation of the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church is just a merge of Roman pagan beliefs and loose Christian beliefs. They kept all their pagan festival rituals and changed their gods into saints. Constantine was a devout pagan and didn't believe in Jesus at all. Constantine made this shift in order to conduct his political propaganda. He wanted to be able to fool the Christians into obeying his will. He was very much a pagan, not a Christian. When the Romans converted to Christianity and created the Roman Catholic Church, they brought with them their pagan festivals that were meant to honor their pagan gods, turning these festivals into Christian holidays, falsely proclaiming December 25th as Jesus' birthday, when in reality, it was their pagan god Sol's birthday, who was the god of the sun. They did this to justify their pagan festival as a Christian holiday. Christmas was made by the Roman Catholic Church. It is a Catholic holiday, and Christians were strongly opposed to this holiday for a long time. Pope Julius, who was a part of the Roman Catholic Church, declared that Jesus' birth was on December 25th in order to continue their pagan festival, with no one proclaiming Christ as their Lord questioning them. Whether you choose to celebrate it or not, Christmas is just another pagan festival that has been secretly incorporated into our yearly tradition to continue to worship pagan gods that the elite worship. By celebrating Christmas, you're not celebrating Christ, but instead another god, which is actually forbidden by God in the Bible. Many people to this day are still manipulated into thinking Jesus was born on Christmas because of this, and that by celebrating Christmas, they are honoring his birth. There is nothing about Christmas that centers around praising Jesus. None of the things we do to celebrate Christmas are told to us in the Bible either. In fact, as we can see, even the date was picked for reasons that have nothing to do with Christ's birth. They were picked so that we would blindly follow pagan traditions to keep a pagan festival ritual alive, merging it with Christianity. In Christmas today, Santa is more worshipped than Jesus. Nicholas, who was made a saint by the Roman Catholic Church, looks nothing like Santa Claus. In my opinion, the reason for this is because Santa Claus is supposed to represent the god Saturn, as the Romans pictured him. Many old photos of Santa show him looking nothing as he looks now. Some photos even appear frightful. Christmas today has become a day of materialism, where people trade expensive gifts between each other in order to try and impress one another or outdo each other. The corporations that run our world have used Christmas to make billions, as they know people would get themselves into massive debt to prepare themselves for the holidays. The elite make the masses work for crumbs all year, so at the end of the year, they can give all the money they made back to them by buying unnecessary things. This way, the masses will forever stay trapped on the hamster wheel of life they created. Many people see Christmas as a day they get gifts, drink, spend time with family, and have a good time. Even though many people think it's a day about Jesus, nothing is truly done to honor him. The Christmas tree is the center of the entire holiday, and the Christmas tree is actually a pagan tradition done on many pagan winter solstice holidays. Pagans in Europe use branches of evergreen fir trees to decorate their homes and brighten their spirits during the winter solstice. Early Romans used evergreens to decorate their temples at the festival of Saturnalia, while ancient Egyptians used green palm rushes as part of their worship of the god of Ra. Sadly, people are bringing Christmas trees into their home to worship it. The act of putting gifts under the tree is another pagan tradition. Something that many people don't know is that all these pagan holidays are connected to one another. All the holidays happen in a specific order for a reason. Halloween comes first, as Celtics celebrate Samhain and the Romans celebrated Panoma, and they would perform rituals and sacrifices to the god of death in order to have a good harvest. Then Thanksgiving takes place to give thanks for the good harvest. The entire festival is to give thanks to those who were sacrificed for the good harvest. And then Christmas comes, which is Saturnalia, which the Romans believe was the birthday of their god Sol. They celebrated Saturnalia to honor the god who had blessed them with a good harvest. This is why every year around the end of the year, these big three holidays take place, and we hear people begin to talk about these upcoming holidays. These holidays are simply created to manipulate people to blindly participate in pagan traditions. Most people don't ask or even look into these holidays they choose to celebrate. These holidays have become normalized to the masses, so they blindly participate in them. Our people are sadly lost, as they have been tricked with false narratives and lies. I'm not telling any of you to not celebrate Christmas, as it is not my place. But I will say that according to the Bible, God himself wouldn't approve of his people celebrating another god. I know today is Christmas, and I'm not trying to ruin it for those who choose to celebrate it. I simply want to make sure you guys know the truth, that we have been lied to, so you're not deceived. Me and my family have decided to celebrate Jesus in September instead. Christmas is a pagan festival that we have turned into a day of gifts, fun, family time, but it's not Jesus' birthday. Nor in any way is it honoring him by it being celebrated. I am not judging anyone who celebrates Christmas, as I understand we have been manipulated since children to blindly participate in these holidays. But now that you know the truth, you may want to choose if you still want to celebrate Christmas, if you truly want to use this day as a holy day that honors Jesus. In my opinion, some of Christmas traditions are aren't all bad. Spending time with family and giving to one another is a great thing to do, but it doesn't have to be done on Christmas Day, as that day has been reserved for pagan gods. A day in September should be a day of honoring Jesus and loving one another, thanking God for everything we have. But I will say I still recommend using the holidays to spend time with the family because we're all off of work. But instead of Christmas, call it a family day and celebrate each other's company, not the Roman god Saturn or Sol. We must stop being manipulated by these corrupt leaders. We must research and seek the truth. They want us to blindly follow their traditions and manipulate us into participating in their pagan beliefs. We must not allow them to guide us off our intended path. We must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.